What's up, guys? Welcome to the Crypto Savvy channel. I'm Craig, and we're going to be going over Bitcoin. Is Bitcoin really a safe bet? I mean, if the markets continued up forever, maybe. Because why? Bitcoin is still a high-risk asset. Those of you that are telling you it's not, I don't think really understand markets. But hey, this is my opinion. Doesn't have to be yours. Let's take a look at the market. I'll tell you what I think's going on. I'll also show you the trade I'm in. If that sounds good to you, make sure you guys smash that thumbs up. Leave your comments down below. Let me know what you think of the video, and let's get into it. So, taking a look at the big picture. As you know, I've been talking about this being a huge five-wave structure, Bitcoin's big bull run since the beginning, right? And then we're having an ABC. I still believe this to be true. It's taking longer than I expected. Timing is the hardest thing to get in the markets. I did think it was going to get to much lower lows by now, but either way, the market structure has not broken for what I'm expecting, which is the biggest money grab in history. Although the markets, Dow Jones hit a new all-time high, S&P and NASDAQ have not yet. Will they? We will see. But just like Bitcoin hit the 69,000 after the 64, I think that's the same kind of top we're looking at for the Dow Jones, although it could go a little bit higher. Either way, I still believe we are going to witness the biggest money grab in history. I have not changed my opinion on that. I think these markets are going to go much, 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 much lower before this bear market is over. Let's take a look at first, we'll take a look at the daily chart we were looking at. Do you remember, if you've been watching the channel, we were watching this rising channel here, and I told you if it broke here would be a good place to long, and I was saying to take profits at 42,225. Obviously, you would have took profits earlier because it went higher, but you still took your profits. Now, if you were playing off of this chart, now we're going to take a look at different time frames also, but if you were playing on this chart, where I would be looking for an entry would be right at the retest of this channel again. If it does get down here and get a bounce off that 39.5, maybe another spot for possibly another long. As you guys know, we've been looking at this golden pocket zone between 48.6 and 50,000. There's still a good possibility, and I'll show you why in a chart, that we do get up to these levels. Although it's possible if we break down below this, then we continue back down to the downside to our much lower targets. Let's take a look at back in 2017, right? I put the fibs on here from the swing high to the swing low, and as you can see, it came up to this golden pocket, right? If you were around back then, you'll know everything was kind of like right now. Everybody was super bullish. Markets are going up. New bull markets in before we had a crash, right? So that's why I say we could get back up to this level. It is a possibility, not a guarantee, as in nothing in markets is a guarantee. But, chances are this is possible, but I don't believe it is necessary. I do believe that we are still going to make lower lows no matter what happens here, right? I don't think we're going to break this high. If we do break above this, that may change sentiment up to about 57.6. Although, again, I still believe we're going to see new lower lows, guys. Much lower lows. As you can see here, looking at this as a rising, broadening wedge, we tagged the top of it here. Now, what would invalidate this one or shoot to the upside would be a break. If we take a measured move of this, it would actually be a little bit shorter on this line. But if we take a measured move up there, that would get you all the way up to about the 63,000 if this is a valid rising wedge. If we break the bottom, which is around 30,000, depending on if, when, and where it hit, right? If it didn't hit to way back here, that would change. But that would get you around the 10.3 range. As you guys know, I'm still looking for, believe it or not, 3,500 to 9,700. Now, there's a lot of drama, a lot of people talking crap in the cryptoverse. I don't choose to get involved with that. That kind of shows you their mentality, if you will. So anyways, looking at this, I do believe we still have much further down as a possibility. Now, for my current trade, I put in shorts up here. I shorted 2 Bitcoin. Not a big trade, but remember, I use cross margins, so you can use, so I could actually use my profits right now. I'm up 200% to add to my trade, right? But then, of course, that lowers your liquidation level. Now, I also have my stops in here at 42,660, and I'm going to show you why, because on this top trend line right here, if we break this, then that will stop me out. Yes, I will lose money. No, I don't get liquidated, but people that understand charts and understand trading understand that. But when you hear all these people saying people got liquidated when they don't even know what the real trade was or if they were using stops, if you guys are interested in trading, check out Prime XBT. I will be putting up one of my promo codes on my Twitter account. The Twitter is in the links down below. It'll be a series of numbers and letters. If you put that into, if you go into main up here, it'll have a spot to put a promo code. If you put that in there, it'll give you a $200 account without you even having to make a deposit. But it'll only work for the first person that puts it in. I will tweet it out later today. Once you put that in, you'll get a $200 account. You can trade it. You cannot pull the 200 out, but any winnings you have off that 200, you can keep the profits and withdraw them. So if you don't have an account set up, go ahead and set it up. That will be later today. Make sure you follow me on Twitter. Prime is the sponsor of this channel. Definitely check them out if you haven't already. You can trade crypto markets. You can trade traditional markets, all from one exchange, so you don't have to go back and forth. Definitely check them out. All right, let's take a look at, I also made a video up here for those of you that wanted to know how to put orders in before they get there. It shows you about market orders, limit orders, stop orders. Definitely check it out. Very helpful. We'll let you understand how to order. I'll leave that up top. All right, taking a look at this. So, again, this is where we broke back into this rising wedge here. And I had told you guys, once we broke this bottom trend line would be a good place to short. If you did short there, you done well. Like I said, I am in a short now. I just showed you what it's at. So these are some areas I'm looking at, right? If we draw a trend line off of these wicks down here, that would get us approximately down to about 39. Now, these are levels to look for bounces, not necessarily a reversal. The 200 EMA is around 40,000 right here. This is on the 4-hour. And then you have another one around 39,000, and then, of course, 38,000. Although I believe if this trend line down here breaks, right, at 38,000 range, we're most likely headed down to our next level, which is going to be, depending on how long, right? If it takes a month, couple months, we'll be over in this area. But between 30 and 32,000, depending on if, when, and where this breaks up here. But again, remember, there's still that possibility of breaking back up above this and hitting that golden pocket zone. Now, let's talk a little bit about BNB. I told you guys I believe BNB is in serious trouble way back here before it broke, right? I still believe the same. Once we break this 202 level, I'm looking for the 153. 153 breaks, 69. If 69 breaks, it's over for Binance, right? Now, it could hold and Binance pulls out of everything, but we'll see what happens there. XRP, guys, still have not been able to open and close a weekly candle, the same weekly candle, above this white trend line. As you can see, we were looking like we were trying again last week and coming down. As you guys know, my target is between 4 and 26 cents for XRP. If you look at this chart, this is probably one of the worst performing cryptos that have been around for a long time. If you look at this high back here, it was what, almost $4? Yeah, 340, somewhere in that range. And that was back in 2018. And then in 2021, it got to $2. And the highest it could get in this last big rally was 94 cents and still continuing to the downside. I do believe we will at least test this bottom trend line, possibly break it. Either way, I do not think this is going to be really used by the banks. If you have a different opinion, let me know down below and why. I'm curious to hear you guys' opinion. Thanks for watching the video. I will see you in the next one. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Make sure you smash that thumbs up, leave your comments. I'll see you in the next video. I'm out.